I'm going to quickly check my Facebook page to see who we've got watching. So bear with me and let's see who we've got. Oops, let me put it on mute so you can't hear me. All right, here we go. So we've got 5 people watching so far. Let me put my... There we go. So thank you for watching, guys. We're just gonna wait a couple of seconds, and once we've got everyone joining in, we're gonna make a start. Well, I've got some amazing news to share with you guys. Over the last week, I've had some really amazing work being submitted by so many of you. Whether it's your homework that you handed in or some pictures that you shared from last week's lesson. As you remember, last week was our very first lesson on Facebook Live, so it was a very exciting one. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some of the images that people sent over, whether they were working at home with their parents or whatever they were doing. It just made my day when I saw those pictures. And then I'm going to be sharing some examples of the homework that you guys submitted. And at the end, after we've done our lesson, I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to be telling you who the winner of the competition was from last week. So before we get started, I'm going to have a quick look again, see who we've got. So give me a quick like if you're watching, guys. So I want to like, a wave, or a love heart, or whatever you want to send me. Let me see who's watching. So we've got Asad watching, Nilufa watching, Mark watching. I'm saying the parents' name, obviously. Not all the kids have got Facebook. So if you guys are watching with your parents, write your name down under your parents' Facebook profile name. So I've got Ahyan, Aklima, Ria, Shakib, Naima. Well done, guys, watching. So let's get some more people on. Who else have we got? We've got Zaim, Shahid Alam, Laura, Louise. Okay, so Laura, get all your kids watching. Kamral, well done for watching. Sitara, excellent. I'm excited they're all going to be watching today. Ramna, all the way from Watford. And so that's Saida's nephew. Well done for watching, Ismail. Okay, we've got loads of people. Keep them coming. Sumaya. So give me a like, guys. So if you're watching, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me whatever you need to do to say that you can see me and you can hear me. So I think we better get cracking on. Remember, today we're going to be looking at improper fractions. And so I'm going to quickly share my screen. But before we do that, like I told you, I want to share something really amazing. Oops, we've started now. Hope you can see that. So these, I'm going to put my phone on silent. There we go. Right. So here are some pictures you sent in from students as well as parents during the first week show. Now, I can't show everyone's picture, guys, otherwise we'll be here for a very long time. So here are some of the pictures that I got early towards the beginning of the week. So we've got, again, it's a little bit pixelated because I took a screenshot from Instagram. So this is a family of working really hard. So I think Ria, Aklima, there's a few others there, Ahian, Sakib, yeah, they're all working. And the good thing is, if you watch on a big screen, guys, it makes the experience a lot better and you can learn a lot more. There we go. Here's daddy and son, Benjamin and Mr. Amino watching on TV. That's a very funny picture of me at the back on your TV screen. But anyway, thank you, guys. Some more excellent work we've received there. So well done. Let's see what we've got here. Alika, only in year 3, she's done some amazing homework there. Kef, year 7, amazing homework. Thank you for handing that in, guys. Let's see who else we've got. We've got Ria. Wow, beautiful. That's so neat. And we've got Ahian, amazing work. You're only in year 4. I can't remember. No, year 3. I can't remember what year you're in now. Aklima, excellent, beautiful work there, nice and neat. And we've got Nahiba, who's sent in through WhatsApp. So lots of ways of people work coming in, guys. So I'm really impressed. So thank you very much. So what I would suggest you guys to do today is, if your parents are watching, get them to take a picture of you guys busy working hard. Send it to me and I will put it up on next week's show. So let's make a start. So before we do that, let me quickly check who else we've got joining in. Right, we've got some more people coming in. Right, I'm going to give a quick wave and then I'm going to get cracking on, guys. I'm going to get cracking on. So today we're going to look at improper fractions last week. But before we do that, I'm going to do a quick recap and check your homework from last week. So could you please get your homework out that you did last week that you should have done? I'm going to really quickly go over the answers, and this is going to be a bit of a recap as well for us. So section 1, you had to make these fractions equivalent. So in this case, all you had to do is multiply the bottom number. How do you get from 4 to 36? Well, you times it by 9. So whatever you do to the bottom, you do the same to the top, times it by 9, 9, 18, 27. And this one is a bit open-ended because you can have any answer you want. So you could simply just times it by 2 to get 12, but to make it equivalent, whatever you do to the bottom, you do the same to the top. So you need to times the top by 2, and you get 2. You could have had any number as long as they're equivalent. As long as whatever you've done to the bottom, you've done to the top, any answer is fine. This one is 5 to 40. What do you times 5 by to get to 40? Well, you times it by 8. So you times that by 8. 8 times 3 is 24. This one, times that by 7 to get 35. Now you can have any number you want. I always choose an easy number, so I'm going to go with 1. As long as you times that top number by 7, you'll get the answer. 1 times 7 is 7. So there we go. That's the answer for the first section. Let's have a look at the second one. To simplify these, you just think of a number that goes into the top and bottom. So again, I'm going to just divide it by 2 first, and that works. Perfect. If you got that, well done. This one, I'm going to divide it by, let's divide it by 2 if you want to make it easy for yourself. So let's divide it by 2, you get 10 over 12, and then you can half it again, and you get 5 over 6. And this one, I'm just going to go over the answers really quickly. This was also 5 over 6, and divide that top and bottom by 3, and that was also 5 over 6. Oh, you look at that. All the answers are 5 over 6. And this, in section 3, what you need to do is make a common denominator. If you remember, that's how we compare fractions. So let's make a common denominator. What does 3 and 7, what do they both go into? 3 and 7. They both go into 21. That's a lot of people laugh when I say that number, 21. I don't know why, but anyway, 21. That's the, so to get from 7 to 21, what do you times by? You times it by 3. So you're going to times the top number by 3, and you're going to get 9. This, and then you're going to times this one by 7 to get to 21. So you're going to times the top number by 7 to get to 21. Now we can compare it. Which is bigger, 9 over 21 or 7 over 21? Clearly, 9 over 21 is bigger. Now, some people wrote 9 over 21, which is fine. But if you want to be extra careful, you need to make sure you put the correct one that matches. So 9 over 21 matches with 3 over 7. So your answer was actually 3 over 7. But if you don't got that, I'll let you have it. Well done. So if you give yourself a mark out of how many you've done and how many you got correct, guys, and put it down in the chat. Let me see how many ticks you got. So altogether, you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 ticks up for grabs. Okay, so put down 9 if you got 9, 8 if you got 8. How many did you get correct? Let's see what you got before we move on. Right. So, okay, Amino, thank you for watching. So, guys, put your scores down. So wow, Zaim, 9 out of 9, fantastic. And actually, I saw you doing the typing in your answers last week as we were doing it. So 100% excellent, perfect. Right, so we're gonna make a start. Hasina Begum, you said would you do a revision session for year 10s? At the moment, this is quite generic to help as many students as possible. But yes, in the future, I will try and do something that will help other people. Older students, but remember, older students can watch as well. So this is for primary and secondary, and it's going to be useful for you to brush up and revise as well. I think we're ready to make a move. We're going to look at today's target, improper fractions. And remember, at the end of the lesson, for those students that handed in their homework, I'm going to be revealing who won the prize, and the prize is going to be an awesome one. So make sure you stay tuned in for the whole of the lesson, guys. So let's go. We're looking at improper fractions. We've marked the homework. Now, what is an improper fraction? Anyone know? We're going to find out now. So, there are 2 types of fractions. One's called proper fraction, proper way of doing it, and one's called improper fraction, which is what we're going to learn about today. Proper fractions is simply when things like a half, for example. That's a proper fraction. A quarter, that's a proper fraction. It's when the denominator, the bottom number, is bigger than the top number. So the denominator is bigger than the top number. And that's what a proper fraction is. So let me give you an example. Sometimes it's easy for me to use pictures. Now, remember, I'm not really that great at art, but I'm gonna go for it. Let's go. So if you imagine there's my fraction bar, and I'm gonna draw someone really big and strong. I'll draw myself, okay? So big biceps, oops, the computer doesn't agree with me. Big biceps, and whoa, yes, okay. I think I need a bit more work on my left arm. But anyway, that's me with my big biceps, and that's the fraction bar. And that's me, there you go. And then I'm gonna draw someone really small, maybe a little baby. I'll draw Amana, my little daughter. So she's teeny tiny. Oops. She's a little baby, there we go. And so that's an example, that's an analogy of what a proper fraction is, where the bottom number is big and powerful, like me. And the top number is teeny tiny, really small on the top. So that's the proper way of writing a fraction. When you see a fraction, it's the top number, the numerator is small, and the bottom number is big. So that's proper fraction. Now, you probably guess what an improper fraction is going to be. An improper fraction, however, is the opposite. It's where you write the top big number on the top. So let's try 7 over small number 2. 7 over 2, that's called an improper fraction. Give you another one, 5 over 3. So if you want to see my awesome drawing again, let's draw it out. So there's my fraction bar. And now Amana is going to be lifting me up, well, trying to. Okay, I don't know why I made it so round, but anyway. So she's going to try to lift me. Actually, she's not going to succeed, so I'll better make her sad. And there you go, that's her arms lifting me up. And then there's me on the top. Yeah. Right. If anybody does art lessons, please do let me know. I think I do need to improve on them. I've not drawn for my whole life. But anyway, there we go. There's an example of an improper fraction where the top number is bigger than the bottom number, yeah? So that's one way of remembering it. A proper way of doing it is where somebody big and strong can lift someone small. An improper way, the wrong way, is where you've got someone teeny tiny holding someone really strong. So that's what you need to remember, guys, what a proper fraction is and an improper fraction is. So I'm going to really quickly give a few examples and I'm going to let you have a go. A half, is that going to be proper or improper? Well, the denominator is bigger than the top, the numerator, so that's going to be proper, P for proper. This one, the numerator is bigger and the denominator is smaller. Is that going to be proper or improper? That's going to be improper, yeah? Because it's this example here. This one here, the bottom number is small, so that means that's going to also be improper. Improper. And the last one, the bottom number is big and the top number is small, so that's going to be that proper way of doing it, so proper fraction. I hope that makes sense, guys. To check if you've understood, and I'm hoping you're writing notes down, you can copy down some notes. If you're really good, you can copy down the diagram, but I've put some notes down here. A proper fraction is where the top number or the numerator is smaller than the bottom number or the denominator, and an improper fraction is where the top number or the numerator is bigger than the bottom number. And then number 3 is what we're going to do later on. So make some notes. I'm going to have a break whilst you have a go at some of these questions. So I want you to try this. Can you tell me which one of those is an improper fraction? Write it down in the chat and I'm going to go back and see who's watching and interact with you guys and your parents. So kids, get on with it. Get on with this one where it says you try and make your notes. So we've got, oh, Shazia watching from Dubai. Well done. Ati, hello Ati. Asan, all the way from London. Ibrahim, thanks for watching, guys. I'm waving at you. Abul Hassan Jewel, thank you for watching. Ashraf, well done for watching. Get your child in front of that screen. Get him learning some maths. I know he's a bit young, but it doesn't matter. So guys, I'm just going to wait for you a couple of answers to come in, and we will move on to the next bit, which gets a little bit harder. Now, let me see. Like I said, last week's homework, guys, I was so impressed. Keep sending them in. You can either, the best way of doing it is just posting it at the bottom of the comment section, where you guys are writing your answers in the post, or you could simply just email it me, info@aimhightuition.net. I'll give you the information at the end, or you could, if you got my number, you can WhatsApp it me, or however you do it, send it me through so I can put your pictures up next week, and maybe you'll win a prize if you're lucky enough to get drawn from the raffle. Right, so we've got loads of people watching now. So Shazia, you're learning too. Well, you're a maths teacher, Shazia. You should already know all this. You can give me some help. Thank you for watching. Ismail, I've not heard anything from you. Put your answers down. Put your answer down, guys. And then we're going to move on. So whilst you guys are answering that, I'm going to slowly but surely move on to the next part. And now the next bit is, actually, let me go over these answers because I know some people haven't have just started. So which one is improper? Well, I'm going to write down I for improper and P for proper. Is that okay? So improper, the first one is improper because the bottom number is smaller than the top. This one, bottom number is 71, top number is 15. That's a proper way of doing it. And this one is going to be proper. And this one is going to be proper. And this one is going to be improper because the bottom number is smaller than the top, okay? Sometimes I use bottom number and top number, but properly we should actually be using numerator for the top number, denominator from the bottom number. If you've come up with some of your own, I'll have a look later, but I think it's time to move on to the next bit today. So now I've told you what improper fraction is. We're now going to learn how to convert, that just means change, between an improper fraction and a mixed fraction or a mixed number. Sounds complicated, huh? Don't worry, I'm going to make it dead easy for you. So let me just close, oops, a daisy. I'll be back on your screen very shortly, guys. There we go. So where are we? We are looking, oh, that's my beautiful drawings. We don't need that. There we go. We're going to look at how to convert an improper fraction to a mixed number. A mixed number is simply a combination of a whole number and a fraction. So let's get cracking. Right, in here it says convert. If you don't know what convert just means change, okay? Or turn something into. Change 6/5 into a mixed number. Now, what on earth does that mean? I'm going to use a diagram to show you. Here's a circle, a pie, whatever you want to call it, and it's chopped down into 5 bits, into fifths, okay? So if I want to draw 6/5, well, I'm going to draw, that's 1/5, that's 2/5, yeah? That's 3, 4, 5. There's 5/5. Oh no, I need 6/5, so I need another pie. So so that's 5/5. I need to shade in one more, and now that gives me 6/5, 6 out of 5. Now, one way of writing that neater would be, well, I've got one whole one, that's a full piece there, so that's one whole one, and then I've got one tiny bit there, so 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 out of 5. So that's how you would convert an improper fraction into a mixed number. And you can only convert improper fraction into mixed numbers. You can't do it with proper fractions. Okay? Let's give you another example to help you understand it a bit better. So it says convert 9/4 into a mixed number. If you're quick, you can make a start on this now. If not, I'm gonna show you what the answer is to this. So if you want to convert 9/4 into a mixed number, if you like doing it with a diagram, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw quarters. That's one. Oops. In fact, let me just draw 2 for now and then shade them in. So I want to shade in 9/4, 9/4. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. I need some more. That's 4, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. I still haven't got 9. So I need to draw another circle. And then down, now I've got 9. So this represents 9/4. So that's one whole one and another whole one. And that's just one fraction. So 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could write that down in a neat way. And we could write that down as 2 wholes and a quarter. So that's one way of doing it. So as you've seen, you can do it using diagrams, but if you're like me, I like shortcuts. I like to make my life easier, so I don't have to draw so many things. As you saw from my previous drawings. I'm not very good at drawing, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you a shortcut. If you prefer the shortcut, use a shortcut. If you prefer using the diagrams, you use the diagrams. It's entirely up to you. Here's a shortcut method. Are you ready? Make sure you write it down. The shortcut method is this. Divide the top number by the bottom number. That sounds complicated. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. Then the answer you get gives you the whole number part, and the remainder goes on top of the fraction. Now, let me show you with an example to make that a bit easy for you to understand. We'll use this example. Step 1, divide the top number by the bottom number. How many 5s go into 6? How many 5s will go into 6? Off you go. Where is it? 1. Yes, 1 whole 1. So you're going to write 5 goes into 6 1 time. And there's a bit of a remainder. What's the remainder? 5 goes into 6 once with a remainder of 1. Perfect. So you write that 1 there. And then the remainder of the fraction goes on the top. And the bottom of the fraction, the denominator here, is going to remain as it is, as a 5. So that's 1 whole 1 and 1/5, which is exactly the same as what we got there. Let's give you one more example with the shortcut method, and you can choose whichever method you want. Let me see if I can change the color of my pen. That would be awesome. Oh yes, I can. Let's use blue. So if you want to do the shortcut method, I want to convert 9 quarters into a mixed number. So how many 4s go into 9? 4 goes into 9 twice. So you're going to write big 2 there, 2 whole 1s. Oh, oops. 2 whole 1, and what's the remainder? 4 goes into 9 twice. Remainder, yep, well done. Remainder 1. So you put a little 1 there, and the denominator always stays the same. 4. So 2 1/4. So that's how you can do it using the shortcut method. It's up to you which one you prefer. What you could do is have a go at this one just to convince yourself that you understand. If I were you, I'll do the shortcut method, but it's your choice. Have a go at this whilst I check who's online. Okay, convert 31/5 into a mixed fraction. Okay, so we've got some more people watching. Excellent. So who have we got here? So some answers coming in. 1/5. Yep, Shakil. 2 1/4. 1. Yep, I've got some answers coming in, guys. Well done. Thank you. That must be for the previous part. So keep watching, and if you've got your answer for the one I've just put on the board there, write it in, and I will check it in 10 seconds. If you've just joined us, guys, or you're watching on replay, make sure you watch the full program just to help your kids and yourself understand it. Now, one of the tips I noticed was it's better rather than watching it on a phone, if you watch it on a screen, or a computer screen, or a TV screen, or however you do it, because you can get to see a lot of the page in a bigger text. Okay, I'm going to move on because we've got some answers there. We've got Zaim, 6 1/5. You're saying, should we check? So Zaim's told me it's 6 1/5. Let me get my pen out. So how many 5s go into 31? 5s goes into 31 6 times. What's the remainder? 1 out of 5. Let me see what we got. 6, and we've got Romna. Yep, well done. And Shipon, 6 1/5. Shakil, 1/5. Perfect, guys. If your parents are watching, type your child's name in so I can refer to them by the name rather than referring to your name. So 6 1/5. Are we happy with that? Make sure you've made a note. We're gonna move on. In fact, let's do a quick practice because I think we've only had one go at it. Let's just do 3 more questions. 3 more questions whilst I chat to your parents, guys. Just have a quick go at these, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next bit very shortly. I'm gonna be really quick on this, so quickly. Parents, I've got a few things to tell you. So make sure, parents, that whilst your kids are doing it, can you share this post onto your timeline, then other people can watch, because the whole point of this is to help as many people as I can, especially with schools being closed and students missing out on a lot of learning. I just thought, as a maths teacher, what can I do to help? This is what I've done. So every Monday at 11 o'clock, I'll be doing live maths lessons. However, if you guys don't share and tell other people about it, then it's not really helping as many people as I would like to do. So please share, comment, like, as the students are getting on with their work. Now, one last thing, as you're working, next Monday, guys, I won't be able to do the session on Monday at 11 o'clock. So a change of time, only for next week, I'm going to do it on a Sunday at 11 o'clock. So this session will take place on Sunday at 11 o'clock live, and then you can obviously watch it back at another time if you can't make it on that time. So only for next week, it's on a Sunday. Right, let's move on. right, so we're going to quickly mark this. So I've got some answers coming through. I've got a few people watching. Perfect. So let's quickly check the answers. How many 5s go into 13? 5 goes into 13 twice with a remainder of 3. Yeah. And that's the first answer. Give yourself a tick. How many 7s go into 4? 7 goes into, sorry, how many 4s go into 7? 4 goes into 7 once. What's the remainder? 5, 6, 7, 3. And you leave the denominator as it is. How many 3s go into 19? 3 goes into 19, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That's 6 times. What's the remainder? 1 over 3. If you got that, guys, give yourself a pat on the back because we're moving on. Next bit. Put a mini title down. Mix numbers into improper fractions. So now we're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to go from a mixed fraction all the way back into an improper fraction. Now, the reason why we do that is when we go to the future lessons where we're looking at adding fractions, sometimes you get a mixed fraction and you have to add them together. But we're going to come to that in future lessons. Let's get cracking with this. Here's the question. So convert 1 2/3 into an improper fraction. Now, again, I'm going to show you the diagram method and then I'm going to show you a shortcut. It's up to you which one you want to use. Here's my diagram. So all I've got here is I've got thirds because the denominator here is thirds. So I've chopped it up into 3 pieces. So I've drawn 2 here, as you'll find out why shortly. I've got 1 whole 1 and 2/3. Well, 1 whole 1 is simply this, 1 whole 1. And then I'm going to need 2/3. This has got 3/3 in it. So I just need to shade in 1/3 there and another third there. So altogether, how many thirds do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thirds. Altogether, I have got 5 thirds. There we go. That's how you convert a mixed number into an improper fraction. You chop it up into thirds, looking at the denominator here, and then you shade in how many you need. Okay, so that's the diagram method. Remember, the shortcut's coming up very shortly. Here's one more. If you think you can do it before me, you make a start on this one. How can you convert 2 1/4 into a mixed number? Off you go, and I'm going to make a start in 10 seconds. So you've got a 10-second head start. Okay, Mr. Jahid Khan, you're watching. Perfect. Okay, guys, keep on watching. Monica, you're watching. Thank you. Janara, thank you for watching. Share it. Tell your kids, guys. If you've not shared it yet, please share it. And let's get some more likes, guys. If you need to press the like button, then I know you're definitely watching. Perfect. Let's carry on. So convert 2 1/4 into a mixed fraction. The diagram method is like this. You've got 1, 2 whole 1s. So I'm going to shade those in. 2 whole 1s, and then I've got a quarter. I'm going to only shade in a quarter of it. So that's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a total of 9 quarters, and that's how you write it. Okay, that's the diagram method. The shortcut is about to come up. Are you ready? Here's the shortcut. Multiply the whole number by the denominator. So the whole number by the denominator, then add the numerator, which is the top number, and then leave the denominator of the fraction the same. Let's give you an example. I'll change the color of my pen to red. So shortcut is as follows. You're going to times the bottom number. 1 times 3 is 3. Add the top. 3 add 2 is 5. And then you leave the bottom number, the denominator, as it is, 5/3. Look, it's exactly the same answer as we got before. It's a lot quicker, but it just needs you to remember a few steps. Let's do this one using that same method. Convert 2 1/4 into a mixed number. So we're going to do 2 times by 4. What's 2 times 4? 8. 8 add 1 is 9. So that's going to give me 9 over 4. Same answer. Can you see? So that's the shortcut method of doing it. If you think you can do the shortcut, have a go at this one last example before we move on. Okay? Convert for me 4 2/5 into a mixed number using the shortcut method. Let's see how you guys get on. So we've got some more people watching. Thank you, Anwar, for tuning in. And well done, guys. And so if you've got the answer, write it down. One more example. So are you ready? I'm going to go over this one now. 4 2/5. All you're going to do is times the bottom and add the top. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 add 2 is 22. And you leave the denominator the same. That's how you convert a mixed fraction or a mixed number into an improper fraction. So make sure you've wrote the notes down. Make sure you've copied down everything you need to do. If you're watching replay, guys, press pause and copy down what you need to copy down, and because you're going to practice some more here. You ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. Have a quick go at these, guys, and I'll give you, say, 30 seconds. So just go as far as you can. Just 3 questions. If you can only do 1, that's fine. If you do 2, that's perfect. If you can do 3, that's even better. So let's see who we've got. So Sumaya, I've not heard any answers from you. So write down, make sure you're typing your answers. Kamral, hello, Mr. Mohid. Good to see you. Keep up the good work. Kamral, have a go at the questions. It'll be nice to see you. Ahian, I've not seen your Ahian, I've not seen your answers. Aklima, I've not seen your answers. Put them down, guys. If you've got an answer, put them down. Right. Okay, perfect. Keep the answers coming, guys. Really impressed. So, hope you've had about good 30 seconds now. I'm going to go over the answers. If you've not done it, don't worry. We'll check it now. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 add 1 is 16 over 5. This one. 2 times by 3 is 6. 6 add 2 is, sorry, 7 times 3 is 21. Just checking. 21 add 2 is 21, 22, 23 over 3. This one is 9 times 3 is 18. No, it's not. Are you listening? 9 times 3 is? Good. 9 times 3 is 27. Add 2, 29, and leave the bottom the same. If you got that, guys, give yourself a tick. Well done, and well done. Are you ready to move on? We're now going to move on to, let me see which one we're going to move on to. Is it the homework? I think we've come to the end of the show. How did that happen so quickly? Right, so just bear with me. I'm going to quickly check. Did we do, yes? No, we didn't. Yes, we did. We did. I just come to the end of the show so quickly. Oh dear, I was hoping to do more. Anyway, we have come to the end of the show, guys. But before we do that, I'm going to set you some homework, and then I'm going to reveal who won last week's prize, okay? So just a quick recap of what we've done today. We checked our homework from last week. We found out what we went over a quick overview of basic fractions. Today we looked at improper fractions, how to convert between an improper fraction and a proper and a mixed fraction. And now I'm going to reveal your homework. So this is what your homework is for next week. If you want to win a prize, this is your homework, okay? And there's some instructions on there on how you're going to be submit your homework. So what I suggest you do is this, right? If you've got if you're watching on a phone, screenshot it. If you're watching on your laptop, take a picture using screenshot on your laptop. If you're watching on TV, take a picture of your TV screen. That way you can quickly do it without having to copy everything down. So take a picture. These are your tasks. So section 1, what is an improper fraction? A nice sentence there. Which one of these are improper fractions? Tell me which one they are. Section 2, you're going to convert these into mixed numbers, and in this one you're going to convert these into improper fractions. And then to be with a chance to win a prize, you're going to post a picture of this in the Facebook post that you're watching now, so I can see the answer. If you can't do that, you can email us at info@aimhightuition.net and make sure your name is on there as well as your year group on the top of the page. Okay, so that's your homework for this week. And remember, next week we're going to be tuning in at 11 o'clock on Sunday, only for next week on Sunday, because I've got somewhere special to be on Monday, so I can't make it to you on Monday, guys. So Sunday, write it down at 11 o'clock here with Mr. Mohid. Right, so I'm now going to have to reveal who won last week's show. Are you ready? Last week's show. So there was loads of people I had in, Nahiba, Ahian, Ria, Aklima, Benjamin, Alika, Kev. There's so many, to be honest, I can't really mention everyone's name. Zaim, there's some people had homework coming in even after the deadline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal who the winner is. So I've got everyone's name inside this bag. Let me come off this so you can see my face. There we go. I've got everyone's name inside this bag, okay? And then, but the only thing is, I don't want you to think I'm cheating, so I need a volunteer. And the problem with this today is, I need a volunteer. Yeah, so how am I going to do this? Well, I know what I'll do. I've got my friend here. Are you ready? My friend. You ready? Hello, this is Chiquito, yeah? And Chiquito's, it's his very first time he's live on Facebook. What? Yeah, you are live on Facebook. Oh, sorry, he didn't know he was going to be live on Facebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Chiquito to pick out the winner of last week's homework, okay? So make sure you're watching. So Chiquito, all you're going to do, yeah? All you're going to do is you're going to put your beak inside this bag and you're going to pick one, that's only one person out at random to see who won last week's competition. Is that okay? Okay? He's not old enough to speak. Maybe by next week he'll be able to speak. So here we go. Are you ready? So everyone's name is in here, and Chiquita's gonna dive in. And come on, his beak's not sharp enough. So there we go. What have we got? So he's picked out a couple. Let's see who he's picked out. He's picked out. Whose name is this? I hope you're watching. If you're not watching, you might not get the prize. This is Alika. You've picked out Alika. Thank you, Chiquito. Now you can go back to your nest. Okay, so we've got Alika who's won the prize. Okay, so Alika, well done for winning the prize. And I will tell you how you can claim your prize by, well, let me get onto my screen again. So you can claim your prize in several ways. You can either text me, call me, or get in touch however you want through our Facebook page, and I will give you your prize. Let me just share with you how you can actually get your prize. There we go, share. Just bear with me, guys. Technical issues. Here we go. So to get your prize, all you need to do is go on to either send me a text message and I'll get your address and send it to you, or you can find us on, where are we? Just go on to info@aimhightuition.net and send me an email and I'll get it with you. And since we're on here, guys, I just thought a lot of people have been asking me about, do you do maths, English, or science? Now, for those of you that do know, Aim High Private Tuition is a tuition center, and we've been around for years, and we help children aged 5 to 16 improving their maths, English, and science. So if you want specific help, if you want your child to improve in their studies, get in touch with us. We also do private tuition within our centers as well as online. So get in touch using one of the following methods. And remember, you can follow us on Instagram at Aim High PT. That's not personal training, that's private tuition, and aimhightuition.net, that's our website, or you can simply search and like our Facebook page, Aim High Private Tuition Center. If you do, because over there I'll put loads of notification. I'm going to start putting some free resources on there, so make sure you go and like that page. Also, if you've not done so already, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so that's it, guys. I think for today's lesson, have you got any more questions? If you haven't, I think we're going to call it a wrap, and I shall see you all next Sunday at 11 o'clock, and we're going to be learning about adding fractions next Sunday. Okay, so thank you for watching and take care, guys. Bye bye.